Hello, hi there, it's me. It's Dave, or the Jaded Rabbit. God bless you, my friends. Thank you kindly for joining along for another wacky live stream. Yes, crazy times. Usually, I cast aspersions, cast shade, cast doubts upon those who like to make a bunch of videos about a goddamn 3-minute trailer. This is not me being a hypocrite, but yes, this is me sort of hypocrite adjacent. I am making videos about a product that I don't have, but I think we can all safely say from what we have seen, facts, observed with our eyes, the differences that are happening for single player with Chaos Reigns is not taking the game in a better direction. I tried yesterday to do a compare and contrast thought experiment. Ooh, yes, honey, we went to school yesterday. And I made a little chart, and we did like this compare, contrast. What is the single player situation like from MK11 Gateway Portal new Chaos Reigns? Well, specifically for live service content. And looking at this makes me so depressed. It's so depressing. You can see that there's limiting functionality with the newer versions. There's just less things to do, less quality being put into the actual design. Race against time just being repeated. And you know what? I kind of wanted to fix this. Because I say here not applicable, but instead of race against time, there's weekly quests. Do 6 and get a skin. And there was retroactively added rewards. So, like, what happens for those rewards? How will people get them? I guess the Legacy Tower? Ooh, there's a lot of things that I have from, I guess, backdating console glitch that might be available to other people now with the Legacy Tower. Yeah, okay, very interesting. So, not interesting in a good way. Let's be clear about that. Nothing about this whole situation that has been revealed from the combat cast is not promising, and I don't know how people are excited for this. So they took Gateway Portal and replaced it with Towers of Time, yet it's somehow less than what it was when it was Gateway Portal. Curious. Very curious. All right, so let's really get into this Chaos Reigns. So Chaos Reigns is bringing to us 3 new characters in a somewhat Asian-inspired universe. I am going to be talking about Asian, black, white, whatever. If you don't like hearing about races, then be colorblind like Michael Scott from The Office. But we must recognize that Mortal Kombat 1 is an Asian-influenced universe. You can see it right here. Like, this is all very, like, Asian rural architecture, Chinese rural village farming, not even rice. They're picking cabbage. Like, what the hell are they picking? Cabbage. Okay. Yes. But you can also see from just this little clippies of like visuals. I always have it in every single stream so that you are reminded what this game was sold to us as. Some sort of like Asian mystic environment with a healthy dose of like African royalty inspirations, because you've got like Umgadi, who are the slaves to the Adinian princesses. Did you know that Manya's a sex slave? Oh my god, Manlena's asking Manya to do a lot of things these days. So, yeah, so insane. I'm really, really kind of not looking forwards to it. So everything single player is just sounding really crap. For me, someone needed to put in ways to get Combat League rewards. That's one of the biggest problems of what they have done here. There are no meteor towers. Maybe it's something that'll be like a secret reveal later on. Who knows? We didn't know about meteor towers at the time of Combat Pack 2, but those rolled out later. In MK11 at least. I'm not really looking forward to legacy towers, considering I've played the game and collected everything every single season. It's just good for those who missed out on the live service grind. So I guess in some ways it reduces the stress of grinding every single season. But let's be honest, fear of missing out requires players to be playing every single moment. And with the new Towers of Time, with new towers being recycled in every 10 minutes, oh, you're going to be playing it a lot, baby. This is just too much. I don't want this kind of single-player nonsense grind. This is so dumb. I hate this game. So, on top of that, like, you have this very, like, Asian influence with some rip-off Wakanda vibes as well. Any white people in the game, they're usually kind of some sort of white devil, white slave, reptile, Natara. Oh yeah, Johnny's a sex slave too. Have you seen that picture of him and Kenshi? Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what? Let's pull it up. That's always fun to look at. Mortal Kombat 1 is Ga. It's Ga, guys. It's so gaga. Okay, so let's wait, where is it? Indeed. But you can see there's a very obvious Asian influence minimizing whites, which is, interesting considering that all of the developers that we saw during the combat cast this week were all white. Derek had a tan, though. Like, he's been on vacation. He goes on vacation a lot. He'll probably be at, like, Burning Man doing all the LSD running around naked. So that's why he has that tan. But, yeah, I find it very inauthentic. I don't think there's any other way to look at NRS other than nice racist stories. This is what NRS now means to me. It's now racist. It's very nice racism, and I love this term that I have learned from. Yes, here we go. Oh, I want to buy this book. Oh my god, I could buy it for $12? Maybe I will. Hardcover for $12? That's actually really good. Wait, hold on. Let me just go purchase this right now. Okay. Can you see my credit card information? Add to cart. Go to $12? I saw it selling for $22. I'll take that $12 any day. Ooh, then I'm gonna make lots of videos about nice racists. Because I want to learn. I do love learning. I don't know if you guys like learning, but for me, life is school. School is life. It's very nice to learn all the time. And if people are making up some crazy things like nice racism, I'm going to learn it and use it. That's what it means to learn. And so I'm gonna learn and apply this. So yeah, I want to pull that back up here because I just purchased that. I can't believe I made an impulse purchase in the live stream. Something's wrong with me. But do you see this 65% off? I've been looking at this. I should be purchasing Chaos Reigns. We're gonna wait on that, Duan. We are gonna wait on that for a while. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe Monday. I'm trying to illustrate with my own actions that people should not be pre-ordering Mortal Kombat 1. I think a lot of people are wrapped up in your emotions, and maybe you should look in the mirror and see how progressive white people perpetuate racial harm. Ooh, that's gonna be so good. Oh, I'm so excited. I haven't been excited about reading a book, but I think I can apply a lot of what I'm going to learn from this book, who is also written by a nice racist, She called herself a nice racist, not me. So then again, I want to learn. I never took race studies or gender studies at school. So here's my syllabus. I took biochem, biology, quantum mechanics, physics, classical mechanics, thermodynamics. What else did I do? Oh, I did statistics, but I didn't like it. I don't think anyone likes it. What else did I do? Oh, just lots of things with drugs. Damn. Okay. That sounds wrong. But I mean, like, a lot of my curriculum was just like learning from people who made drugs and learning how to make drugs. There are pictures of me out there in like lab coat and goggles crafting drugs. I'm not saying I was Breaking Bad, but dot dot dot. So yeah, like I really grimaced at this whole entire idea of DEI, because that's what we're getting with Chaos Reigns. Because Chaos Reigns is like, ooh, let's make it gender diverse. Let's make them trans African for no reason. Yes, ma'am. Why not? I mean, a completely new world, new story, something could have happened. And I'm kind of like surprised at the racism within the community, because a lot of people are like, oh, well, Cyrax came from Botswana. Some bullshit. Okay, so we're going to pull this up. Okay, so MK Wiki identifies the dude as coming from Botswana. And I'm pretty sure if you pull up Motswana with an M, you can find his character screen listing him as from Motswana. Let's see. Ah, yes. So this is like official licensed figurine that says a skilled Motswana warrior. Okay, so let's first establish there is a difference between Botswana and Motswana. Is it a typo? Is it intentional? You tell me. Oh, this net has always been around. I still hate it. I want Devora. I don't want Cyrax. So then you go on over to the roster of the new game, where you get your trans and African for no reason Cyrax. You are seeing that she is from the Niger Air Mountains. Aller Mountains? I can't read that. The font is too tiny. What does it say? Oh, Air Mountains with like an umlaut. How does umlauts change the pronunciation of I? Please educate me. But there's a difference between Niger and Motswana and then Botswana. Like, why is it so inconsistent? Why don't the fandoms be consistent with it? So there is a difference between Botswana and Niger, by the way. One was ruled by the British and one was ruled by the French. One experienced relative peace and one experienced relative... I guess they're trying to say anarchy, like these are the polar opposites of the games. So why is it now that she's coming from Niger? Is it because Niger experienced a military coup, of which there were 6 other West African countries who went through a military coup because they hated the French? Or at least the old leaders who were friendly with the French. It's so weird. And I'm sure, like, no one is seeing this one as inserting his political propaganda. So why make Cyrax now from Niger? Does he just not know the difference between Motswana, Botswana, or Niger? Or is he just saying, F it, who cares? Not there are pictures of Dave on OF. Maybe. Maybe not on OF. Maybe like an OF adjacent website, but maybe. You would have to do some searching to one. You know what? Come to Canada, go on the grinder, and see if you can find me. Yeah. That's an open invitation, babes. Okay, so yeah, so wonderful. So I'm not sure about this one, about why he's just bastardizing all of these, well, token African characters. They feel so tokenized, which is such a racialized form of storytelling coming from nice, racist, progressive white people. I wonder what the nice, racist, progressive white person is saying today. Let us see. Okay, Mr. Story and voiceover director said, "Guess who voted in Virginia today? My 95-year-old aunt. Guess who she voted for?" I don't. Are you supposed to be talking about all that? I thought voting was like a private thing. Okay. I don't get it. Fatal action movie. Oh, yes. Gotta promote MK Mobile. Okay. So he's actually retweeting some, like, stuff about the game. Usually he's just talking about politics. Yeah, like this one. As this platform continues to degrade into a raging dumpster fire of villainy and vitriol, I ask you, what would you like to see from a lowly cook? What would you enjoy? Utterly void of politics, grievances. Why do you have to take it to politics, though? No one asked you to, but you are like the political grievances. Or like, let's see, what else is he doing? AGV Super Anime Fest? Is this some sort of Gaysian prawn? Yum. Okay, Mark Hamill, I really want this job weighing penguins. He's actually not talking about Kamala. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I was like, oh, how could he go through a whole day without not talking about Kamala Harris? Okay, we sat down with Vice President to answer the internet's most search questions about her life, candidacy, and presidential debate, and yes, Taylor Swift. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This shouldn't be allowed. This should not be allowed. This nice, white, racist individual should not be allowed to pretend to tell authentic stories. He's not from Botswana, or Niger. What the hell does he know about Africa? The developers certainly don't know how to make servers work in Africa, so that's a thing. How does he know what's supposed to be Asian? How does he know what's supposed to be authentically Asian? In my opinion, this man needs to go in a way of like stepping down from his job and replacing him with someone more gender and racially diverse. I have to laugh because I'm using the left tactics against the leftists. That's what it means to be a centrist. I'm going to play both sides when I want. So, let's face facts. This white guy is pretending that he can tell authentic Zaki Nigerian accents. He can't. He sucks. Oh my god. He also thinks that by hiring Asian named people, that somehow means that he has checked the box for authentic storytelling. But unfortunately, what we get are a lot of poor voice acting in Mortal Kombat 1 because people are prized not for their talent but how ethnic their name sounds. That's wild. That's why my name is Jaded Rabbit. You don't know if I'm white, black, Asian, Native American. I'm all of it. I'm Mother Earth. But this is just so insane. So insane. Okay. So, I have a real world example of where this has happened here in Canada where white people have been replaced because they're racist. Or nice racists. Or whatever. So, Ben Mulroney, he was the guy who, he's the son of one of our ex-prime ministers, one of the ex-leaders of Canada. You know, like how there's Justin Trudeau. Once upon a time, it was Brian Mulroney. And his son ended up on TV as a personality, doing things like breakfast television shows or morning talks or celebrity gossip news and bullshits. So it says he'll continue to host your morning cover red carpet events, but he departed the celebrity gossip anchor chair, which is arguably more prominent here in the Canadas. Yeah, everyone wants to know what Kim K is doing. So Ben Mulroney's no longer ever telling anyone, though. He had to step down from his job. And one of the reasons is because CTV says Ben Mulroney will step down as anchor of E-Talk to make room for diverse voices. After a scandal involving his wife, Jessica Mulroney, I don't know, she pissed off some black bitch on Twitter. Don't go on Twitter. That's the lesson. But he had to step down from his job to make room for more colorized voices of gay and feminine affectations. Duan, I saw you on OnlyFans and know your race. Okay, well, I guess you know I'm black. Black where it counts. Thank you. Northern Star. Cammy looks so cute with her scarf. Such an wait, what? She's a communist? Want to see his reaction. Dave likes plants. Okay, so I guess I did dash over that. I haven't seen it. I saw your comment, DV. You said something about reptile turning into a plant or some bullshit. I would just like to elaborate. If someone turns into a plant, that is not an animality. Plants are not animals. Okay, so reptile is your Venus flytrap animality? Okay. Okay, well, there's no tongues on a Venus flytrap, by the way. I think the teeth could have been bigger. Because, like, if you, like, okay. Carnivorous. Because Dave likes to look at, like, plants. Right? Dave likes plants. So, like, if you want to buy some, like, cutesy Venus flytraps, like, look how cute they are. He could have had little hands that are also Venus flytraps. Why not? Wait, where's the tongue? I mean, it's okay. It's cutesy. I don't get it, though. I wish I got it. I don't understand the relationship between reptile and a fucking Venus flytrap. Like, he turned into a fucking flower? What? He turned into a leaf? Like, what is this? Why? Where is Cetrion? That don't make sense to me. That's also not an animality. That's like a plantality. He got planted. Plantality. Oh, bitch. This is such a dumb game. But I mean, it's cute. Look, he's cute. I mean, I think they could have had little googly eyes on the top. You know, like little googly eyes. That would have been cute. Oh, you know what? Pokemon did it better. Pokemon did it way better. Look how cute it is. And it can be equally violent, because it can strangle opponents as well with his little vines. But I think this is way cuter and better than this.
Animalities.
Stop advertising. Stop telling me to pre-order. I hate you. Yeah, I bought Nice Racist before I bought MK1 Chaos Reigns. Let's be clear about that. I want to know who turns into the hummingbird. Did I tell you I had hummingbirds in my garden just the other week? I mean, like September, and they're still here in Canada. They better go somewhere where they stay warm. But it has been like unreasonably warm this past week, so maybe. But yeah, they lie to me. They lie to me. That's not an animal. I mean, it's cute, but I don't like the tongue. The tongue is like ick. Did he really need the tongue? You mean he didn't have a vine or some bullshit to like wrap him up in? Cuz plants don't have tongues. Unless this is some sort of plant animal hybrid monster. I'm not a biologist. I can't make sense of this. Someone please explain. So yeah, wow. Let's continue. Reptiles animality. It's meh. Botswana is between South Africa and Namibia. It's very geographically and culturally different from Niger. Exactly. And like the history of Botswana lends itself to it having a more prosperous GDP compared to Niger. So like there's very like huge like social, political, economic differences between these two things, and it's like, well, this dumb progressive white guy doesn't know the difference. I'm like, okay. Um, the writer of Nice Racism is a genius. She made a lot of money. Oh yeah, I can totally understand like race baiting. This seems to be a profitable industry, but at the same time, I bought this shit for $12 hardcover. That's a deal. That's a deal. You purchased this edition on September. I bought this. Where? Why am I so money spendy? Okay, commitment to equity. How adorable. Yes, I mean, adorable it is. One of these days, we're all going to be living in a commune committed to each other's equity. It's going to be great, comrade. Lovely. We're also gonna be androgynous Zzems. No one's better than each other. Lovely. Who lucked out? Brian. Hey, Brian. The Combat King. I think you need to check yourself, Combat King. Have you played other video games? I don't purport to be a fan of the franchise, especially not now. I loved MK11. I love Jade. I love the movies. But, like, I'm not sure if I could support these developers or creators when they're so politically minded to be like, oh, hey, everyone, you better vote for Kamala. Trump was that person, he missed. Like, I hate hearing that because that's terrible. How can people say that? Ooh, the shooter missed. Like, what the fuck? People in America are twisted. The Legacy Tower is great for skin miss and invasions, which is great for me. Combat King, slow your roll. You don't got the game in your hands. Lose your mind when you actually play the game. Talk to me after you've accumulated all of the crown necessary to purchase all the skins you've missed. Yes, would love to hear that. Do you want I love MK when I don't see do you want you love doing I love that you were so I love that you were your typical Steffi Brown Backy self when that individual was here and you said Dave laughs. Dave, why are you laughing? Ooh, that was such a talking point. I mean, I love you. You know that. But yeah, it definitely gave, I don't know, something to that individual to just sort of jump the gun, which is good. You know, jumping the gun and acting preemptively is good for other people. I play online casual mode. Like casual matches? Why? I I don't think I've ever played online casual mode with my fingers because there is no reason to, unless you're playing with a friend. That's different. But I'm not playing unless there's a reward. You need rewards, babes. Like, why would you play a game if you're not getting rewarded? That's the whole point. I mean, getting more and more skill, like what? You're gonna go compete at Final Combat I just don't get it. What's the goal? What's the end point? And I find that very hard to define too with this all of these changes to single player, because they're saying that it's an in-game competition bi-weekly, bisexually, but there's no leaderboard. I'm like, where's the leaderboard? There should be leaderboards for every tower, but that wouldn't be possible if every tower is randomly generated. God, it sounds terrible saying it too. I just don't get it. Swish. Hey, Joey. Okay, all right. So let's get into like really where I feel these nice racists have let us down, especially with this idea of cultural appropriation versus cultural appreciation. Now, if you're familiar, Gwen Stefani came into some hot water, as it were, when she created her Harajuku girls and Lamb. Yes. A lot of people at the time saw it as a form of cultural appropriation, where she created a whole entire fashion brand out of taking ethnic influences and modernizing it for, I guess, an American audience. But at the same time, how bad is it? Is it really that bad? I think like there are different forms. There's like a spectrum of like appreciation versus appropriation. Because for me, I feel like, yeah, she's fully appreciative too. Look, she has her little 4 little Japanese girls with her all the time. They're like her minions. It's cute. I love it. But I feel like the situation becomes a lot more different when you have someone like this, Dominic Cianciolo, who's really the mastermind behind all of the racialized conversation of Mortal Kombat 1. You're seeing characters where they used to be white, now they're Asian, such as Sindel, such as Raiden. And when you start to make even these nostalgic skins where these characters used to be white and all you do is just give them a tiny penis, it's not enough. Like, I think we needed more from these developers other than these race swaps, which are politicized, which are propaganda, which are meant to satisfy business objectives like DEI, but from a personal level of Dominic Cianciolo, like it's also fueling his hate of Trump, his love of the Democrats and this leftist ideology of anyone can be a woman, or we need to really identify everyone's differences so that we can appreciate them rather than us just all being the same. No, now we have to say, oh, you're black and trans, well, you get more social credit and benefits than this like cisgender white straight guy. So lame. So lame. But when it comes into the story, I feel like we are seeing more of that cultural appropriation rather than that cultural respect, because they don't go all the way with it. If they really wanted to virtue signal, he should step down and put someone with a more diverse voice to tell the story. But in terms of visuals, you can also see that what we've got is a bastardization of traditional Chinese stories. I think like great examples of realizing this is taking a look at Kung Lao, taking a look at I mean, basically all the Asians on the roster. It's a lot of them, but I'm gonna try and limit myself here. So we're gonna take Trashra, Dung Lao, and where is he? Come on, give him to me. Ooh, Gaijin Twink. He's so cute. Why is he so cute? Okay, that didn't work. We need to make the picture big. Okay. So, Kung Lao, Trashra, and Shang Tsung. These characters are borrowing heavily from tropes that exist in kung fu movies. I am a huge fan of kung fu movies, and one of the things that I like more so than Mortal Kombat is Chinese kung fu movies from like the 70s, the 80s. I remember there was a time in my life where I would go to the flea market and there would be this Jamaican guy and he'd be selling weed and bootleg DVDs of old kung fu movies. He had a lot of my business back in the day. God bless that man. God bless that Rastafarian who came into my life. But watching a lot of those old kung fu movies, you can really see that there are general tropes, ideas, motifs that they are trying to copy from with Mortal Kombat. And this is something that's been talked about by the developers. They have said how they were fans of these kung fu movies as well, that this is the inspiration for a lot of what they did with Mortal Kombat. However, they're not Asian and they don't really know what they're doing, and plus a lot of those movies from back then, they were over the top, low budget. Some of them, like, they were really not good, some of them. But I feel like having people like Dominic Chianchiolo or all of the people of the Combat cast now, they are really out of touch of that original inspiration from China. Like, they're not taking that original Chinese inspiration. So there you can see it very watered down here. There are some elements of what you would see in a Chinese movie. So I've got a Chinese movie here, and we're not going to watch the whole thing, but I wanted to show you some of the designs that you actually get from these old movies. And this one's an actual good one. You should watch it. It's called Shaolin Master and the Kid. I'm a huge fan of Gordon Liu. I love all of his movies. I'm a huge fan of this Wu-Tang collection because they're really good here on YouTube because you can get all of the old movies. I remember I had them on DVD and some of them I still do, but they have a lot more than I ever got from that Jamaican guy at the flea market. So, yeah, super cool. Now, what I wanted to show you here is some of the designs that were really missing from MK1. I can't get it. Oh my shit. It fucking died. No wonder I couldn't get it. Okay, so let's try this again. Oh, yes, this is good. Because what I want to do, I want to show you some of, like, the pretty things. So I guess we'll start here. So this is one of the bad guys in the movie, but you can see that the bad people in these movies, in all of these older kung fu movies, they tend to be more masculine. They will have Fu Manchus, they will have goatees, they will have mustachios, they will have super extra long sideburns. There's a lot that you're missing when you look at a face like this, where there are no sideburns, where everything is clean shaven. Now, I'm not saying that it's just facial hair, but it does seem really odd on someone like Shang Tsung, where Shang Tsung should be more of a darker character. He's a villain. A lot of the villains in these movies are portrayed with like Fu Manchus that they twirl around a finger. Let's move on to this one. So this movie is called Shaolin Master and the Kid, and that is because there's like a little child in this movie. So let's see if I can get him. I want to show you. Ah, yes. So this is the Shaolin Master, and you can see that his outfit really looks more like Trashra, but better. Somehow, these old movies that are simpler are presenting better designed outfits. Now, you can see the hat, really cute, tied with a ribbon, a hole for the man bun at the top. You have like this brown apron, which I guess sort of makes sense for Trashra. She could be wearing an apron as well. I think in some of their outfits, they are wearing these ugly aprons, but it just looks better from these original Chinese movies. Another problem with Ashra's design is that you see a lot of like, oh, let's see if I can get it. I wonder why I didn't show it at all. But you can see a lot of these like pleats and like ribbons. Like you've got skin tight elements. No one's fighting in the skin tight leather. I don't believe it. No one's fighting with a bunch of ribbons coming off of the elbow like some sort of wizard. It doesn't make sense for fighting, and it doesn't make sense in terms of the context. The context here is to have Chinese garb. Lovely fighting combat garb. And what we get in MK1 is so far removed from what you actually would get in these older movies. These are Chinese people telling Chinese stories, and this is what they felt was appropriate to have as lovely outfits. I think another one here. Yeah, this is good. So, look at this girl. She's not a major player in the movie. But for like someone who appears on screen for maybe a couple of minutes, she's so beautiful. She's got a wonderful red lip. She's got eyeliner. She's got multiple colors of eyeshadow. Oh, yes, a gradient. She's got a cut crease. She's got it all. And somehow, we can't get any makeup on any of the girls in Mortal Kombat 1. Why? It's not like Chinese girls don't wear makeup. Look how beautiful she looks. This doesn't make sense. Okay, so then we get this like Raiden Trashra character coming in to do some like fighting and combat. But here you can see this is what hairstyles used to look in traditional Chinese movies, which is what Mortal Kombat 1 is trying to steal from. I mean, isn't that why we have Asian Raiden now? Isn't that why we have Asian Sindel now? Isn't it because they want to emulate these old Chinese movies, but somehow they don't have the same beauty? They don't have the same hair. They don't have the same makeup, the same facial hair. This is what we needed in the game instead of having a bunch of, what is this? Where where is she? Oh, she doesn't even show her face. But this sort of tokenized African individual inserted into the story, where unfortunately they're also being given the same treatment as any of the Asian characters on the roster, because none of it is being designed or created by those African or Asian voices. I feel like if they had actual Chinese developers on the game instead of this guy, that maybe we would have had a better looking game with better looking characters. This is one thing about martial arts movies. They're not really strong on story. It's more so about action and looks. And I think that's very true about any sort of like action flick. It's always about how things go boom or how punches land. And unfortunately, not even the story of Mortal Kombat 1 ever gives us that kind of impact. So let's go here. This is something I wanted to show. Look how cute he is. He's like little Kid Thunder. Oh my god. Oh my god. And look, his uncle is walking and he has to like run to keep up. And he's just like slowly walking. Aw, little kitty. I love it. I love it. This movie is such a good movie. I do recommend you go watch the whole thing. Um, Aw, he fell down. Little baby. Tell me that's not Kid Thunder and Raiden. Is that not Kid Thunder and Raiden? Aww. Wait, Uncle. And then look what he does. He like takes a sigh and then he look at his little hair too. He's so cute. He's like one of those little I don't want to say it, but one of those little puppies that Paris Hilton keeps in her purses. And they have like a little ponytail on the top. It's so cute. It's so cute. So yeah, movie way better than Mortal Kombat 1. So I was watching this with my mom and I was like, Mom usually watches a lot of martial arts movies. She knows more about these movies than me. And this is probably why I've grown accustomed to like watching this kind of stuff is because of my mom. But I would like to show you some more crazy fabulous designs. Look at this guy. Red wig, red eyebrow, headband, unique weapon. Like, what? Like, these guys are just oozing with creative character designs. This one's got, like, a jacket filled with throwing knives. You're telling me that none of the people at NRS could innovate or create some cool costumes with weapons? Create some funky wigs? Create something good? Is the problem. Like, they haven't made anything good with Mortal Kombat 1, which is sad. So sad. So we got another one using another unique weapon. I think that's so cool. That actually looks like a farming utensil. But okay, whatever. And then you got this guy with all the knives. Really insane designs that we just never get because of Mortal Kombat 1 being so limited in their ideas and scope. So let's fast forward a little bit here. I want to show you some more crazy designs because, yes, there's more. So here we're at a part where the Shaolin Master and Kid come to a little town and he would like to buy some buns. Look how pretty the girls are. They look like girls. They don't look like men. And they're fully covered up. And they're wearing beautiful colors. Look. I'm just so shocked. They couldn't take any of these inspirations and apply it to their pseudo-Asian universe that they created for the new era. It's wild. It's so wild. Oh, boy. Okay, so he's getting the buns, but check out these guys. So you got blackface, whiteface, headband, and I don't know. But look at these designs. These guys are in the movie for a couple of minutes. They're just there for a fight. But there's a lot of design going into this. One has a red wig. One has a black wig. One has a white wig. But the makeup. God, the makeup is so interesting compared to what we get for the girls in Mortal Kombat 1. Okay, so like I think I think this should have been an alternate costume for Natara. Wouldn't that look better for Natara? Or Sindel. But let's take a look at this fight, because this fight is actually really good.
You. Go on.
We want your head.
So there is a bounty on this dude. They want to collect the money. Yeah. I think it's good because those two guys look so insane. But, like, we never see this kind of fighting in MK1, even in the story DLC. Or not story DLC, story campaign. Those 15 chapters, I think the most fight choreography we got was running up the pyramid, escape from Shang Tsung's laboratory, and I don't know, there was a lot of, like, sitting down and eating. Like, they were sitting down and eating when they got to Outworld. They were sitting down and eating when they were training at the Wuxi Academy. There was just a lot of, like, sitting down, doing nothing. But, yeah. Wonderful stories from Dominic Gianciolo. But if there's no memorable fight sequences, like, isn't that a problem? Don't people like seeing memorable fight sequences? And contrast this to actual MK1 gameplay. Just keep in your mind what actual MK1 gameplay looks like. Oh no, he wants to go after the kid. Look, he wants the kid. Oh, and he's a real baddie. We're gonna talk about him. Like, so much is communicated in this scene without giving us exposition or dialogue. Like, he's just a cool customer drinking his tea, protecting little children. But things change. So let's go on here. And there's always some dude, like, in some of these movies, there's this trope of, like, bad dude, bad hat in black. And I think here you can see inspiration of this motif in Kung Lao's Order of Darkness skin. They're just slowly walking towards each other. I want them to show the outfit, though. Because his outfit also has those stupid cock rings that Kung Lao's outfit has. Yeah, you see it? The cock rings. I mean, he's got 5 compared with the 9 that are on Kung Lao's outfit, but all the bad dudes are wearing this little jade medallion. That's how you know they're bad. But, yeah. Interesting. So, like, I much prefer seeing these designs in the Chinese movie that was told by Chinese people, where it feels more authentic, whereas when we get things like this, like, this looks like ripoff. This looks like ripoff as well. Like, I'm not satisfied with how they executed these things, because we know how old or bad Chinese villains look. They've got, like, a goatee, a Fu Manchu, or a mustache. Like, where is all of that? So I feel like really I got sad that none of the designs in Mortal Kombat, even when fans are like, oh yes, they made Sindel Asian, they made Sub-Zero and Raiden Asian, oh they're also Asian, it's wonderful, but like it doesn't look as it did. It doesn't look like authentically Asian, which is like so sad. So okay, so then we get to this part of the story. This part of the story is kind of insane. So you take a look.
Let me go! Let me go! Let me go!
Oh my god, it's so terrible. Oh my god, it's so terrible. So like I think you can tell what they're implying is happening there. But like, oh my god, Kung Lao in this movie is so evil. But I think like this also kind of highlights the fact that stories back then versus stories being told now by progressive white people would never touch that subject in their game, in their movies, which is kind of sad. Like, could you imagine if Sub-Zero Bihan had done that to Harumi? Oh my god. Oh my god, it would add so much to the feud between what's his face? What is his face? Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Yeah. So many like ways that they could have improved the story of Mortal Kombat just by ripping off these old Chinese movies. I mean, they're already ripping them off for terrible designs, but they don't take it all the way, which is the sad thing. And you can see all their clothes. Oh my god. Have you seen The Handmaid's Tale? Ooh, so much of that happening in that. Ooh. Let's think about other situations. So Franco did that to Sam. Todd did that to Marty, and Todd then had his like college frat brothers do that to Marty as well. Blake did that to Crystal. Adam did that to Kirby. Like, there's a lot of instances in old TV shows, older movies, where there was this situation where a man forces himself upon a lady, and it added so much drama and tension to the movie. But I feel like in the day and age that we live in now, progressive people are so afraid of even talking about this topic because it will trigger people. La 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 la. And then this guy dies. Could you imagine that? You watch your girlfriend get sexually assaulted in front of you and then you die? Oh my god. Such heartbreak, such sadness. And then, like, okay, here's another good character design. Look at this. He's the head guy because he's got the big Jade. Like I said, all the people wearing Jade in this movie are the bad ones. But this look. Why don't we get fuzzy eyebrow Shang Tsung? Or fuzzy eyebrow Shujinko? They don't even push it that far. Shujinko looks like a weak version of Shang Tsung from MK11. Like, so many missed opportunities that we have with designs, with character design, with the actual implementation of Chinese atmosphere, environment, and storytelling. And I think the big reason for that is because it's not being told by a Chinese man. How could a white man tell a Chinese story? I don't think it can happen. And I think in the interest of Leftist politics that Dominic Giangiolo so loves. I think he should step down to make room for diverse voices. When will this happen? When will there be enough authentic storytelling in Mortal Kombat? Probably never. Let's be honest. A lot of these people who claim that they want these things, that they want equity, that they want inclusive environments, they actually don't. They are just a virtue signaling, which is so sad. All right, so let's see what you guys are saying. Crazy times. Do you like kung fu movies? I love Shaolin Master and the Kid. Okay. Lol, Phantom Kung Fu is one of my faves. The story and fits are really good. Ever seen it, Jade? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I see that it's on the YouTube, so it'll be something that I watch. I love that Wu-Tang collection on YouTube because they got all of the movies. Do recommend it. Only Chinese film I could get into was Shang, but that's not Asian. That's not Asian. Wait, please educate me. Is that really Asian? Because I thought that's a Marvel game. Or a Marvel comic book. Aw, my capture card. I think I have to buy a new capture card. Oh no, cancel. Oh, okay. Cancel. Close. Ooh, it's not working. Oh no, my capture card. I think I killed it. I wanted to see the new Scorpion skin. But I guess it's not happening. At least today. Okay, let's try this one more time. Oh, I'm so sad. I guess I should buy a capture card before I buy nice racism. Well, priorities. Okay, it's back. Hopefully it doesn't die. Okay, so let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you so much for joining along. Leave a like. Or not. Whatever. I liked kung fu movies, but not when you can so easily see they're being voiced over. I don't mind that. To me, it's whatever. Would you prefer reading everything? That's also an alternative, but no, I like those old kung fu movies because it's like the same five guys who did all of the voice acting for the dubs. So it's all very similar, familiar sounding voices, which is nice. A gift from NetherRealm Studios. So you're getting season 1 skins, and you're also getting my capture card exploding. Oh, please. Let me just take a look at the skin. Okay. No signal? Oh, okay. Jesus, I don't know what to do. So something's wrong with my capture card for sure. I thought I could fix it by using different USB port settings, but apparently that's not enough. Well, I guess I'm glad that I know what's broken now. At least I know what to fix. Gonna have to purchase more. Okay, so I like LOL, only Chinese film I could get. Yeah, Shang-Chi's Marvel. You're trolling me, Duan. Let's go here. Yes. Fighter. Okay. And what was it? One of these? Where's the skin? Oh my god. It's like here with the other season 1 outfits. So, Fabs? I don't understand how people would be happy about getting a season 1 skin, especially one that they should have given to us in season 1. What's the point of keeping them like on their servers for so long, not giving them to people? And then people are like, "Oh, look at this new thing that I got for doing nothing." But actually, you should have had it a long time ago. Well, alas, this is not what Chaos Reigns should look like, but this is what we got instead. Fun, lovely times. Well, it's a Chinese Marvel film. Is it? Is it? Anyways, love you guys so much. I'm praying that you're all having a fabulous day. If you really enjoyed this, leave a like or get out. Live stream's over. Please consider joining the Jaded Bunny fam. Yes, you get access to all of my secrets. If you want my secrets and more, please do join. Much love to all of my brothers, but lots of love to Northern Star. Yay, thank you. Love you, J4. Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you, Swishbish. Love you, Joey. All right. You would remember if you saw it, the story has a uniqueness to it and a mild hilarity as well. Okay. I need to watch this then. That sounds really good. But yes, I love you all so much. I'm praying that you have a fabulous day, great weekend. But until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. I love you guys.